I didn't even move it. Someone being the dog must be banging into this and moving something. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing awesome tonight. I just tried to comb my hair, so I'm sorry it looks like trash. Like, it just does not want to not look stupid right now. Just to piss me off when I'm trying to get going. Cherry Onion, I see the FTL redeem. So currently the Darkest Dungeon roster is going to be pretty much filled. Because it is a limited roster. There's a maximum top end, but I'll open up Darkest Dungeon redeems again if we make it into a run far enough that it looks like we can make progress. But the only way people will get in it is if we have deaths, which we will, but too many deaths ends the run. There is a cap in this campaign on Bloodmoon difficulty. If you lose more than 16 heroes, your run is over. And the final boss guarantees 2 deaths unless you build in specific ways or execute specific tactics. So 14 is really your cap throughout the rest of the run. Good to see you all tonight. Hope everyone's doing well. So yeah, we're gonna hit it fresh, and I'm gonna leave a lot of the salt behind. Yesterday was one of the best streams we've ever had, ever. Not just recently, certainly recently, but ever. As far as turnout, new faces, you know, average viewership across the 11 hours. You guys made yesterday an awesome stream. I don't feel like I earned it. I was a whiny little salty bitch basically for 80% of yesterday's stream while Darkest Dungeon kicked my teeth in. So there are people who play this consistently on Bloodmoon torchless. And I can't seem to even get through the early game with the torches blazing as bright as I can make them. So my strategies need to adjust a little bit, and my expectations need to, well, those aren't going to change. I expect the most of myself, and I need to get there. And I'm going to do that through sheer stubbornness, because if you don't have the skill, then you better be, you know, stubborn. So... and that's how I've developed most of my skill in most video games. I'm not generally talented or particularly good at any game the moment I pick it up. But I'm stubborn enough to not stop trying. So that's what we're going to keep doing today. Covius, what's up? What's up, babe? Flying Dutchie, Saline, chat. Hey, Waldo, good to see you. Cherry Onion, Pin Rider, what's going on? I see Astro Boy. Hey, Nakamoto, what's up? You do in fact return. Hello, hello. Didi Cardinal, what's going on? Cher, what's up? Equally Foolish, hello. Cool Dan, what's up? Man, something Sankey? All the awesome people are here. Oh, and there's TNT. What's cracking? I don't know if Streamlabs is working particularly well today or not on the alerts. That's a good question. I didn't mess with it too much because, like, I checked all the settings and everything setting-wise is correct. So I don't know what its deal is, but let me see. Yeah, so I threw a test and, you know, I heard the sound. So, hey, Roush, what's up? Well, see, I heard the sound, but I think I heard it on the Streamlabs site. I want to test it to the source. Yeah, I'm hearing it on the site, but I'm not... yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Let me try this. Now I'm hearing it twice. Why? We'll figure it out. I'll have some time tomorrow morning to actually look at it and figure it out, so it is what it is. Hey, Thor Snort, God Unit, good to see you. I haven't just started God Unit. That's the thing. I have 400 hours in this game. I'm not brand new to it, and I've beaten it on Bloodmoon before. So, I'm not brand new to it. So, I have an expectation of myself that I don't think is unrealistic. I just, gotta get used to it again. I think maybe it's just inconsistency. I haven't played it in a while, but I have played a lot of this game. So, it's not like I'm brand new to it. Yeah, so I don't let that, that is an excuse that I'll accept for me, so. Whew. The hardest way to go through this game that is technically possible is, without mods, is Bloodmoon, Torchless, and what I would call Highlander. One of each hero class, no more. That limits your healing to Vestal, one Occultist, one Flagellant, one Crusader, and one Arbalist and one Musketeer. So, and that limits your tanking to one of each. And the real difficulty in that is you have to get through the apprentice bosses relatively quickly. You have to keep, because you're going to be over leveling too fast if you're not very specific in how you deploy. But it's technically possible. I've crunched the math on it. Because that was a run I'd like to do, but I just need to be able to get a regular Bloodmoon run grounded first. So, but yeah, I think inconsistency, I haven't been playing the game much, and I think that there is some ring rust, you know. My head is, it takes a while. You guys notice every time we start a new XCOM run, you probably notice, it'll take me like a week to kind of get into the headspace for that game, if it's vastly different than what I've been playing recently. And I haven't played Darkest Dungeon since like October or November of 2022. So we didn't play it for almost 2 years. Because we didn't play it for all of 2023, and it's almost September of 2024. So it's been a little while. Been a while since I could sing. So, yeah. No excuses. I need to play better. I'm capable of playing better, and I'm capable of dealing with the things that go wrong better. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have some fun. Thank you all for being here for day 20 of 33 for Operation Echo. Let's kick it off. Let's have a blast. I'm going to have a blast. I hope you guys have a blast. Thanks for being here. Also, we got another follower while I was offline, so I need to... That is... Look. There's a ton of fun and enjoyment that goes with getting a follow or a sub. A follow, especially a smaller streamer like me, when you're online and you get to see it and they're there in chat. But there are a few things that are more enjoyable as a streamer who's trying to grow a community than going to your computer and you haven't been live since the day before or even a couple days before, and you look at your activity feed and there's a new follower. That's awesome. So, thank you. Streaming is, yeah, that adds some aspects to it because I expect, I want to put on a good show, but the numbers yesterday indicate that you guys had fun even watching me get wrecked by the game. And not just wrecked by the game. Getting wrecked by the game is obviously entertaining for you guys when I'm getting wrecked, or any streamer is. Most people enjoy that because that's just the way we are as people. But I do know that, and I say this when I look back at the graphs and the statistics for yesterday's VOD, that when I was at my crankiest, people did leave. Some people, not everybody. And that was the really shocking part, is I expected some people to leave because I didn't deserve to have everyone here when I was being such a little bitch. But a lot of people stayed, and that was awesome. So you guys are here for me. I'm going to be here for you. We're going to have a low sodium Darkest Dungeon run today. We're going to get a run going, but we're going to cut out a whole lot of that salt. Not good for you. Let's do it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you, wherever you are. Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, thanks for being here. I'm the voice, and this is The Echo, where everybody has a voice. That means me, you, our games, our characters, our stories, our heroes and villains, successes and failures, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the wins, and the losses in all things sci-fi and fantasy, particularly and especially gaming. This is a place where we come together to enjoy those things alongside challenging gameplay in a chill environment as part of an awesome community of amazing people. That's each and every one of you. Whether it's your first time here, whether you're a long-time regular, whether you're a lurker or a chatter, whether you recently returned to the stream, stumbled in by accident, got here through a raid, found yourself here and you don't even know how, found us on YouTube or are tuning in on the YouTube side, the time you guys choose to spend here is awesome, amazing, and extremely valuable to me. So thank you very much for that. And thank you for all the ways you guys choose to support the stream, the channel, the community, and me, and give me the continued opportunity to create this space, curate this experience, and share some good times, good vibes, and good games with a great group of awesome people. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for giving a sub to GIBBS Dog. Huh? GIBBS, did you just get a sub? GIBBS. Apparently you are subscribed to the channel now. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that gifted sub. Neon knows what's up. Oh. Ooh, hey, but I gotta get to work, okay? No, but I have to play the game. Yes, you're cute, but 6 hours of you on the camera might be appealing to some people, but my audience needs to see me lose at a game for a little while, too. I know. Thank you. Thank you for the kisses. You're killing my arm here. He's not done getting scritches yet. I was about to start, but he's not done. He's like, that hand needs to keep scratching me. Nothing but that has to happen. Watch when I stop. He'll lean across my chest to get my right hand to be back over here. Oh. Okay. Good boy. All right. Today is day 20 of Operation Echo, where we are going to attempt, again, to get a solid start at a Bloodmoon and Darkest Dungeon run. Technically the hardest difficulty, though not the hardest self-imposed challenge, just the hardest base difficulty. I should be able to get there, it just might take some time. It obviously has taken some time, it might take some more. Let's go. Yeah, I'm assuming someone made that account name just to, you know. It's not, that account was created like 2 years ago, and they've never chatted in the stream or anything, so I don't know if it's random, but congrats to that individual. What's up, Elgraph? Well, so Didi, I did see some of your comments, and you know, it seems logical to say every team needs stress heal and party-wide heals, as well as damage dealing. There's only one party heal in the entire game, and that's off the Vestal. And if you're committing to having Vestals in every party, you need 6 to 7 Vestals. You have a maximum roster size of 29. So if you're going to do that, you have to literally give up all other healers. And there's a couple reasons to have the other healers. Certain boss fights don't need party-wide healing. They need big single-target healing. Certain fights need a dot heal, like a hot, like the Flagellant can do. And certain boss, there's only one party-wide stress heal, and that's the Houndmaster's Cry Havoc, but it's a percentage and it's really low, especially in the early game. So you'd be committing to having either 6 or 7 Vestals and multiple Houndmasters on your roster, and you're going to lose out on other spots. Also, there are unique unique trinkets for each hero class. So if you leave Occultist completely off your roster, and then you wind up the best trinkets you get in the early game are the occultist trinket pair from the Crimson Court. It's gonna suck that you can't use it. So, while I know my strategies and maybe even my roster building need to adjust some to the difficulty, I'm not willing to commit to only having Vestals as my only healers. So... Well, see, Neon, I was talking about how you could do that even on, in the base game. It is doable to do just one of each of the 18 heroes and nothing else. Yeah, there's only one. So technically, the Flagellant has a heal that heals himself and one other person, but he can only use it twice in a fight. The Vestal is the only person that has a party-wide heal, and it starts at 1 to 3 heal, which is obviously relatively low. So, you added up, there's a bunch of modded classes. They're probably very entertaining. I've looked at a few, but never played with many, so. Well, you can add more difficulty with other mods, but you can also, you know, do it torchless, and that obviously ups the difficulty substantially. So, I'm going to look at this, but we are going to do a fresh start. And I'll kind of explain why I want to do a fresh start here. Because it's pretty rare that we got to this point the way this roster is. Also, if we can get lucky and get any of the early game healing trinkets, that's going to make a difference. So,
once our estate was the envy of this land.
So, the reason I want to restart is our current roster... it's full at, what are we at, 21 right now? Yeah, we're at 21 out of 29 heroes. We don't have a single Hellion. We don't have a Musketeer. We don't have an Arbalist. Well, you have an Arbalist in this one. We don't have a Musketeer. We only have one Plague Doctor. It's just the balancing here is... the fact that we have not seen a Hellion or a Musketeer, and that can be important for the way you level through everything. And here's the thing, there's an option. This is default. This is default. I haven't changed anything. Deck-based Stagecoach. It ensures that there's a deck to draw from, essentially, that is even across all the character classes. Now, does that mean they might all get clumped up? Yes, and I could tell that was going to happen from the beginning. Because if you go back and look at yesterday's VOD for this run, I kept commenting on how everything was clumped up. We kept getting clusters of heroes instead of getting a more even disbursement, which means all the Hellions are at the bottom of the deck, essentially. As well as the Musketeers, and we're missing something else, but my brain isn't spotting what it is. So, oh, we've only gotten one Leper. So, yeah. I don't know, the Siren I've never found to be overly, like, she can be a challenge, but one of the best ways to deal with that is with an Antiquarian. Let her, charm an Antiquarian and then just be like, okay, and then just do your thing. Huh. I'm trying to think of if I have a particular displeasure with any specific of the bosses. Meaning the 4 region bosses, not like the special bosses or roaming bosses, things like that. Obviously, like the Shambler is probably one of the hardest. Particularly if it somehow manages to surprise you because you're like out of torches or choose to do torchless. It's stupid little things like that that I have to cut out. I can't control the RNG beating my ass, but I can control making stupid ass mistakes like that. Ugh, that was so dumb. Yeah, I went through the first dungeon and I had forgotten to upgrade the stagecoach. So I only had 2 new heroes sitting there. We go again. As soon as the game decides to go, it's calculating all the shit it's gonna do to me.
These lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Just stress tick right away. You gotta love that.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I think it's 9 at night. I think I heard someone knocking at my door. I'll be right back. Apparently I'm hearing things. Hellgraph, it's called the Transcendent Horror. It only appears on Bloodmoon, and if you interact with it, the hero who interacts with it takes 100 stress. So they immediately get a resolve test. It basically replaces the tent that's normally there. Just as a way to further don't touch everything, I guess. Basically, it makes you start with slightly less loot. And if you're stupid enough to touch it, an affliction, potentially. Not really, because there's no build that's benefiting on these two heroes from getting an affliction, and getting a virtue doesn't matter, because it ends as soon as you're done here on the old road. So there's no benefit to it. And it doesn't appear anywhere else in the game.
Slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I should have waited till his attack, because he's going to get to attack now.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Well, there you go. Kill the light. Get a actually very good trinket. Assuming we get a leper. You gonna sour this game? Could be worse.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them. Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses, all will find their way to us now.
We have
that the
divine
road is
comfort.
clear.
We don't have the stun. We do have a stun that we can use though on a single. Okay.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can
Yeah,
use
that trinket is specifically nice because the biggest failing of the leper is accuracy.
Of my failings.
And it's giving 8 accuracy super early,
Trinkets
so...
and charms gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth. Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Yeah, the extra crit's just a benefit
and
on there.
Your work begins. The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold.
Am I missing something?
Later, in blood.
Torches, food, shovel, double key, in case he kleptos one. We're good. Yeah, don't need herbs here for any of the curios. Ah! My nose is itching. Sorry.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. A trifling victory. But a victory nonetheless.
This gives me the shovel. No, I will.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
It's just that that box gives you a shovel, and I only brought 1 shovel, so looting. Maybe I could buy 2 shovels next time and leave that and try to come back to it. Maybe I'd get better loot. Then if the loot that I got out of that was better than the cost of the shovel, it would be worth it. I don't really want to be sitting here optimizing the first dungeon that much, because I shouldn't be having to run it so much that I'm having to freaking optimize it, like, get the most out of it, because it really shouldn't matter that much. But obviously so far it has, so... Or we've seen it a lot, so optimizing it's like, you think, why not?
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Normally I wouldn't worry about optimizing it because you see it once, and you don't see it again for a long time. It just hasn't been the case here.
A faint hope blossoms.
I'm seeing it a lot. Hey, Plasma, what's up?
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Ah! It won't stop! This is gonna be funny is I'm gonna try to leave the loot available, and then he's gonna klepto it all. Hey, nice! D&D's often really fun. I haven't played D&D in a while. My group stopped. I haven't played D&D in this entire year, unfortunately. I don't even know what these guys do from rank 3. Is it still Graveyard Slash? Yeah, it is. Hey, nice, new campaign. I should have just shot her directly. Figures.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
66 stress. We're not even done with the first dungeon. We're like halfway done. And they're at 66 stress. Bro.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Hey, very cool.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
So I have the shovel. I have 2 keys. I'll key this afterwards when I swing back through. That's the plan anyway.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
They put one of yours in the sanitarium. You put one of theirs in the morgue. Bring me the Heart of Darkness. I want him here. I want to see his face. And then I want to kill him. Oh. We don't put them in the morgue. We kill them. And then we burn them. And then we destroy the morgue, too. We eliminate them from all of existence. Did you just shuffle them back?
Eradicated.
Oh, you were lining them up. Gotcha.
The light, the promise of safety.
Oh, I like this one. He's stunned! It doesn't have a mechanical in-game variant, but stunning should, like, lessen their... Like, he should have no dodge when he's stunned.
A momentary abatement. Precision and power.
Dodge that, you bastard.
Such a terrible...
It's a good thing we can heal for 2, so that they can crit us for 12. And gotta love that he's ignoring the guy who's marked. Attract enemies, except it fucking never does.
This expedition at least promises success. Darkness closes in. haunting the hearts of men.
Okay. What am I doing? There's actually no reason to. It's only a, I can try for a stress heal with the trap, but if I'm getting this treasure, I might as well just go this way.
A handsome reward for a task well performed. Ambushed by foul invention. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I should have ditched the herbs. Don't surprise me. New here? Why do you try to optimize the first dungeon so much? It's funny that you say that, 508, or Lano. Tell me how to address you, because I'm sure it's in elite speak that I'm not reading. It's just talking about not over-optimizing the first dungeon, but because I've been failing to get a good run going recently, I've seen it so much, I've just been slowly adding to the amount that I optimize it. So I normally don't, but I'm having trouble getting a good Bloodmoon run going, so I figured, why not? And welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here. Sobo, gotcha. This is Bloodmoon. It's a Bloodmoon something. I don't know if I'd call it a run. Right now it's a Bloodmoon looking through the window, trying to get a run. Looking through the glass, don't know how much time has passed. All I know is that it feels like forever. And no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head.
A hand's breadth from
Kind of rude, bro. Not gonna lie. Pretty rude. So is that. Can you freaking stop? Okay. At least he's not killing the plague doctor.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
What? It holds me. That's what's much worse.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Oh, I should have just done this. Duh. I guess I'm stress healing her in case there's not a healer on the wagon. Yeah. She's gonna have to sit and stress heal activity anyway, so... Alright. Let's get a good wagon and a good run. Come on. She has weapon and armor tinker now. To the Vestal! Ah! Swap! Swap! You give him weapon tinker, you give her Hippocratic. Come on, game! I've seen Hippocratic 7 times in these attempts, and not once has it landed on a Vestal.
The tents are pitched.
Yeah, that was lucky that they didn't get a negative.
The corpse wagons stand at the ready.
No, it's not wasted on a Crusader. It's just not where I want it. Please. 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 The only problem here is my current loadout doesn't have second Plague Doctor. So we're probably leaving this one here. And he doesn't have either song. Deadly's nice. Oh! Oh! It's the God Leper start. I don't even give a shit about this. Alright, so we're gonna take...
This man understands that adversity...
We're probably not keeping this Plague Doctor.
One and the same.
We don't need to upgrade here. We can't upgrade here yet anyway. You... need... major stress healing.
The pews
so
straight.
Go get you some.
The Abbey calls to the faithful.
You
fresh kegs,
don't need stress healing.
And curtained rooms.
Well, 56
solace to the weary and
probably not
alike.
Because he's gonna sit for at least a week or two, so it'll go down by either 5 or 10, and then I can try to pair him with like the Jester. Don't worry, he dies first, Sarnia. I need you on my side here. Okay? Deal with alien, empathizers, Advent supporters. I do not need you supporting the eldritch horrors of the darkest dungeon, okay? Get in line. That's not bad. Another decent one. I'm not playing low torch, so that's not going to ever do me much good. That's probably decent. Like, it helps the Vestal stay alive longer. But do I want to do a medium here? Like, generally, you want to do mediums instead of smalls. But... Intimidate's his only first position. He can chop from second position, so, and Solemnity. Bob, enjoy the lurk, brother. I need the deeds. The only way I can guarantee that I have deeds to be able to upgrade the roster size, so... Plus 13 accuracy out the gate. This is the run. Like, who's giving me 2 medicinal herbs? But whatever. You guys are dorks. But you're my dorks. Wait a second. Wait a second. Ow. That hurt.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Seat of your noble face? Wait, what? We just restarted, Curse, so this is the first dungeon after the tutorial dungeon, basically. Yeah, first actual dungeon. But this is the one. This is still the one I dream of.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Interesting. Wow, we give him plus 13 accuracy and he still fucking whips.
Destroyed.
Okay. I haven't made any changes, so I'm not entirely sure. Like, I'm just playing everything default, so.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
The best gems in the game.
Push on to the task's end.
They are objectively the worst, but they're the best. What was that? Stack of books? It's in here going, why did I leave a curio behind? I think it was a stack of books. So this is room battle, so I'm going this way. I'm going this way anyway. There's a treasure down there. Yeah, sure. All right. Wow, that was a full stack and 1250? Damn. You know what? If it's gonna hit anybody, that scouted, but I wasn't looking at my map. I was looking at the treasure I just got. See, treasure distracts you, and then dead. Wow, double stressor. And they're just immediately, before he even gets a turn. Before he even gets it, you gotta love it, man. Fuck you, Darkest Dungeon! Eat my whole ass! You brought that on yourself!
Of despair. A devastating blow.
You can't bleed these guys, but it still has a much higher crit threshold. I thought that was Judgment, not Dazzling Lights, for some reason, even though I've already used it. And know that it's not Judgment.
Back to the pit.
The pit. Oh, you're gonna try that again? Because it worked so well last time, you stupid little shit. Fucked. Sobo, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Oh, I needed that. You know, you could have killed him. You do enough damage with that, you could have killed him. Alright, get a corpse out of the way. Supposed to get a corpse out of the way. You're still trying to target that man with your sticky, gooey, shitty cup fucking... Bro? Bro.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I'm glad. I'm glad. If I can give you a laugh, that's worth all of the annoyance that this game might try to cause. Every bit of it. Bro, you have got to stop missing. I'm gonna stack my fucking torch up. I don't give a damn. He's courageous. He's stunned! This is an 83% and he's missed it 3 times.
As the
Thank you.
fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
That's why I didn't heal her during the fight, because I was going to heal with this and lower her stress, and then he can heal himself, and he's also not taking that much damage, so... That's specifically why I didn't heal during that fight, is because she was going to be able to heal with the fountain. This is the run, man. I'm ready to run to the collector and whoop. Actually, we would lose to a collector right now. We can't reach the back line because she doesn't have Iron Swan yet. And a leper is obviously not good at backline.
Even the cold
Reach.
stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Your mom seems bent on preventing passage.
Wealth beyond measure.
Awarded
to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Your mom's granted to the brave and foolhardy alike. I'd like some deeds. I know this isn't the place for them, but you can still get them. No, deeds, not crests. I need crests. Need a lot of crests. Haha, you got surprised. Hit them both. It's not gonna do much, and you're not gonna make them bleed. So, how about big hit? This can do a full kill.
Another one.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, the collector would whoop our ass right now. So,
Executed with
impunity. Your mom's executed with impunity. Wow. I need a new line. You can't make the skeletons bleed, but you can make their bodies bleed really easily. Because there's no resistance to bleed on the body. Still a 40 to stun? Eh. Oh, little bayonet jab. Yeah, how'd that work out for you? Pretty good? Yeah, pretty good. Ooh, I'm scared.
Their formation is broken.
I shouldn't taunt the game.
Maintain the offensive.
I should not taunt the game. Same strategy. Yeah, keep trying that. Get your damn spit cup out of my face. Kill?
Eradicated.
Eradicated. I love that line. How about you sit still, shut up, and think about what you've done. Sir? 4 to 8. But what about that to slide them forward? Because now he just uses his stupid little stabby dagger. Knife in the dark.
Death waits.
He's like, oh, my dagger's stupid. See what happens. Shit. Hit me with your stupid dagger. My dagger's bigger, bitch.
A momentary abatement.
I should have stunned. Dodge it! Come on. You did 3 to the corpse, you did 2 to the actual problem. Hellions are not particularly good in the ruins, because this shit can't bleed. And he doesn't have any attack for front row, so... it's not guaranteed to be the last battle. It probably is, but it's not guaranteed. It's not the last battle.
This expedition at least promises.
It is the last battle. That's fine. I'm gonna scout this last room. Any curios? Yeah, double curio at the end of the hall. And then we'll come back with without the light. Not on level 0. And not with this much stress.
A fortune.
Now,
waiting to be spent.
you want to fight the Shambler in Apprentice Dungeons when you can. Because he is way easier to deal with in Apprentice Dungeons than he is in, like, Champion Dungeons. But we're just not in a position to fight him right now. Because I can't reach the back line. I can stack bleed on him. She can bleed it. He can bleed it. He can one-shot the tentacles. This is too good of a run to risk here, but man, is it tempting. Because you're never guaranteed that you're going to see the Shambler again. And the Ancestor trinkets are amazing. have a Vestal. I have the ability to stack bleed. I can stun him on turn 1, most likely. And stack a big bleed with big damage. Hit him hard. Stack another bleed on him in the second tentacle. Hit the first tentacle to clear it. We have a Virtue going. Oh my god. This run is too good. I've got a really good leper. We've made a lot of money in this dungeon. Damn it. I can't. I want to, but I really shouldn't. Yeah, it's... it may not be strictly necessary, but you do have to consider if you're taking a loss in the first 5 weeks, is it worth it? Know if you really need to, but I find that min-maxing, if you want to call it min-maxing, trying to get a really solid start can be really important, especially for me. You probably don't need to min-max it that much, but you sometimes will just lose a hero or two or a party out of nowhere, and if you do that and you've already lost 3 or 4 early, now you're suddenly looking at half your loss app is gone, and now instead of restarting 2 hours into a run, you're 30 hours into a run. So for those who aren't familiar with the game, the Shambler's Altar, which this curio, if you activate it with the torch, it summons the Shambler. And the Shambler is a very challenging fight that happens in complete darkness. But if you manage to kill the Shambler, you're guaranteed an Ancestor trinket. And they are some of the strongest trinkets in the game. The ability, you want to fight the Shambler in Apprentice dungeons because he's easier than if you're fighting him. His power level scales better than heroes, generally speaking. So you don't want to fight him in veteran or champion dungeons if you can avoid it. And since I don't play at 0 light, the only 2 ways you can encounter the Shambler is by finding an altar and lighting a torch on it, or if you're at 0 light, any hallway fight has a chance to be the Shambler, and that percentage is determined by your difficulty. On Bloodmoon or Stygian difficulty, I think it's 12 or 16% that any hallway fight is the Shambler. He always shuffles you at the beginning of the fight. So what we would do if I were to fight him right now is I would pre-shuffle my team. So that hopefully he shuffles them into a workable order and I don't have to take too many steps. Predominantly, I need the leper in 1 or 2. If the leper winds up in 3 or 4, I'm wasting at least 1 turn. The Shambler will summon 2 tentacles every turn, and he'll occupy ranks 3 and 4. He doesn't do a ton of damage on his own, but he causes a lot of stress, and the tentacles they buff every turn that they're alive, they get stronger. And for some reason, when the Shambler dies, the tentacles don't. So you could kill the Shambler and then die to the tentacles if you left them alive. This group is not terrible for fighting the Shambler. He's not the most weak to bleeds of any bosses. Generally, the bosses that are weak to dots are bosses that take multiple actions on their turn. Excuse me, because they take the dot damage rapidly. But dots are still a great way to damage him. The leper hits hard enough to one-shot a tentacle and get rid of it. And his accuracy is a lot better than it might otherwise be. We have the best healer we could have. We have the ability to reach the Shambler in the third position. And we can stack a big bleed on him. Because we can stack a bleed on him on turn 1, if we're lucky. She would have to land in position 1, so it's not likely. And the Jester can stack bleeds. And the Jester could also finish him off eventually with a solo and a finale hit. What I'm saying is we're not in the worst position to try it. But generally, you want to fight him when you have level 1 or 2 heroes in an apprentice dungeon, not when you have level 0 heroes. You generally want to have, like, level 1 or 2 with some upgraded equipment. But you get an Ancestor trinket from him, like the Ancestor's map or the candle, and that can be huge. Now, I play Darkest Dungeon as the game is intended, which is pure Iron Man. But I could manually pull the save file out and set it aside just to try the Shambler and see if we get wrecked. Because I do feel like we got a decent start here. But we're only on week, like, 3, so if we did die, it's not that big of a restart. Could also attempt to retreat from him and probably get out. We would just suffer a lot of stress. I kind of want to try it knowing that I can attempt to retreat and probably get out. I can cram a bunch of food in to get their health up. I can even holy water to get their resistances up, because he does cause blight and bleed. I have 1 bandage for bleed. I'm trying to weigh the numbers. Yesterday, when I was after stream and I played a few runs to just goof around, I ran into a Shambler's altar with a team that had a Houndmaster, a Vestal, a Man-at-Arms, and maybe a Highwayman? I don't remember exactly. And I was able to kill the Shambler. We took 3 afflictions, but I was able to kill it. That's level 0s. They were all 4 level 0. I wonder what the chance of the Shambler's altar spawning is. And I'm sure it's random, just like most of, you know. The first thing that pops up, tip, don't skip Shambler's altars. I'm trying to look up the curio just to kind of see if it gives any indication on how often it appears. So, for those who don't know, the curios, or the trinkets that are available, Ancestor's Map is a plus 25% disarm on traps and a plus 25% scouting chance. By itself, it doubles your scouting chance in any dungeon, which ups the chance you find things like secret rooms. Ancestor's Bottle is 25% max HP, but also ups your food consumption. Ancestor's Candle is probably my favorite, besides the map. Plus 15% damage for a torch above 50, plus 2 speed if your torch is above 50, and plus 5 dodge if your torch is above 50. Ancestor's Tentacle Idol gives you an additional Virtue Chance and Death Blow Resist. And then Ancestor's Scroll, plus 25% healing skills and stress skills. All of them but the Tentacle Idol also increase your stress by 10%, but it's the trade-off. Also, I didn't answer my own question here. Shambler's Altar. Can only appear in corridors, which we know. I'm gonna leave it to you guys. You guys are gonna make a more probably fast, informed decision than me, or you're gonna troll me. And either way, I'm probably gonna have fun. So... Alright, there you go. There's a poll. We're discussing taking a very risky fight for a potential very good reward. The Shambler on this difficulty will have 93 hit points and 33 protection. He actually has a base stun resist of 100, so I don't even know if we can stun him right now. Because the base is 100. He has 0 dodge. What about the tentacles? Why I want to see their stats. The clapper claws. I feel like I could beat it. We can't save the game first, Didi, unless I manually go find and pull out the save file. Yeah, Mad Gear, but prepping with pre-shuffling can help deal with some of that, because the only problem against... So, I don't disagree that they're weak against the Shambler, but their major weakness against the Shambler is just the initial shuffle. After that... Yeah, Stentorius Lament shuffles the party, and without a reshuffle, it's the least common attack for him to use. But I really wish it showed the stats on the tentacles. You guys all voted to try the fight, which tells me I'm not gonna do it, because I know that my judgment should be better here. You guys are just trying to troll me into dying. No, I was trying to gauge the, you know. Yeah, I feel like it's mostly I feel like it is a troll poll, but not because of me asking, but because of the answers. All right. Next time I see you, we're gonna have words. You get me? Next time I see you, when I have the guild unlocked and I can train my abilities, me and you are gonna tangle. The juice is worth the squeeze. The problem is we're gonna die trying to squeeze it.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
I really wanted to take that fight,
More bones return to rest.
but I know I
Those
shouldn't.
remanded to their abyss.
The poll wasn't to troll you guys, it was to give me time to really consider it. If I had breakthrough on my... Like, if they had started with breakthrough, I would have done the fight. That is so good. Because everything she does is melee skills, with the exception of Barbaric Yaw. So no, the poll wasn't a troll, and I'm not ignoring the outcome.
Though long years may
Just-
seek to separate them.
We have a
Action
chance here.
Consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion.
Please, Antiquarian. Yes. Yes. Slow reflex isn't too bad on her. The yips is unfortunate. Hot to trot helps on the first round. Gifted, not bad. Hard noggin, steady. The yips is not good on a... Alright.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Okay.
The bellows
Yeah,
blast
sure you
once
did,
again.
Didi.
The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
Alright.
Make no mistake.
Let's take a look. We
will
gotta do
face
some
ever
maintenance,
greater
but let's
threats.
take a look.
Our soldiers must be ready.
We'll probably just take the Weald. Get the deeds, open up the Weald, and look for a better ruins medium reward to send the Antiquarian in. But I can send the Antiquarian here. I just don't know if I'm going to. Now, the Weald is a place you could get away with not sending a healer. I don't think I'm taking a second... Wow, he'd be great right now in the Weald, too. Excuse me. But my current roster build doesn't have second Plague Doctor. It has 2 Plague Doctors on it. I'd have to give up something else. In the past, I've always run with 1 Flagellant, but I'm trying to run with 2 this time. You can sometimes get away with the Weald without healing because of the excess amount of food that can be available. And the Weald tends to have a lot of backtracking, but not long. It's not the longest dungeon generally. Because the only other healer, I've only picked up the 2 healers. I've only picked up the 1 healer. I Thought I had a second Vestal for some reason. It was just Hellgraf went on back-to-back, that's why. I really can't send Hellgraf here because they're going to overlevel too much, so I kind of might need to do this Sans Healer. He can take Lick Wounds, and he can heal himself. The Antiquarian can get a little heal just to keep us off death's door. I talk good. So it would be like this. But probably switch solo and finale for the songs. All right.
Every creature has a weakness. The wise hero trains for what she will face.
Okay. I just want that exclamation point to go away. Okay, Bogu will only flagellate for stress relief. I'm not going to stress relieve him. He'll stress relieve a little bit passively, and then when we send him into the next dungeon, we'll just spam Solemnity for the first fight, and his stress will be managed. Basically. I'm gonna wait on... I got too many people sitting at stress levels that are just not gonna go... Fading locked in? You couldn't lock in Dud Hitter. You had to lock in Fading. You dick. And Klepto. Had to lock in Klepto. Fuck! Wow, he locked in both. He said, fuck it, I ball. Take him. Am I stress healing anybody? I am. Because you're the only Vestal, so I need you available, potentially. If I don't get another healer on the next wagon. Alright. That's your best reach. Reach the middle. Bleed out. And probably need the stun chance. Cry Havoc is only in position 3, so we're gonna go Hound's Rush, Blackjack, Guard Dog, Lick Wounds. You're gonna take the 2 songs. So you're gonna take Harvest, Slice Off, and the songs. You're gonna take... Yep. Okay. No healer. No healer, no problem. Take all the food. Alright. This might be the one that's the kind of tipping point. We'll see. You know, kind of give us an idea of how the early's going. We've done good so far. We made a good decision by not fighting a shambler when I absolutely wanted to, because I want his trinkets. We got backtracking in front of us.
Let us burn out this evil.
I really wish it had crit scouted to this room, because then I would know if I need to go through this fight and this obstacle. But we didn't scout this room, and this is 100% of room battles. Thankfully, it's a fairly short dungeon. I gotta go this way first, because I gotta know if this room is a fight. I gotta know. Okay. Nice dodge. Darkest.
Exposed to a killing blow.
I don't have a healer, so the first thing the game does, critically hit my alien. That's about right. That's about right. Fuck you, I can do that too, you big bitch. You big dumb bitch. Good dodge. I need him to die. Twice? Twice! Twice in the first fight! It might not even be a necessary fight. Fuck you. Okay? Dodge it again. Nope, not this time. Ooh, big crit heal. Nice.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I gotta remember to loot with the antiquarian. Normally I don't have the antiquarian basically anywhere but the ruins. Of course it was empty. I'm gonna be really annoyed if this room doesn't have a battle in it and that fight wasn't even necessary. I have to walk it because we didn't get scouting. Dude. There better be a fight back here, or I'm fighting my computer monitor in a moment. I swear. If there's not a fight in this room, I'm hurting somebody.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Didn't bleed him? Dude. I was totally expecting that to crit me again. He's the biggest damage dealer, except for if he pulls point-blank shot and kills my Hellion. Which he can do. Good. It's only 1 health, but... Dude. Fuck you.
Decimated. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
No stun. He's gonna live with 1 health.
The blood.
No, he's not.
Thickens. Monster's size has no
Intrinsic value.
Unless inordinate
Exsanguination be considered a virtue. So we had to come this way. Fine.
Inspiration and improvement.
The blight could be a real problem here. Ah! Looks like you're a real fun guy. You're funny. You're funny.
A powerful blow.
That kill? It's gonna have 1 health. Brother. Brother!
Tide turns.
Too much dungeon left for this shit! I don't have a healer! At least he's the one person that can heal himself. Okay, big moment right there. Could be could be huge. Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. Fuck you with your stupid little 2-hit crit, you bitch.
The end approaches.
Lowering my dodge and shit. They're targeting him anyway, so I might as well give him dodge and prot. Because this is going to be Ren the Mark. Dodge it! Alright. You're dead to bleed. You're dead to bleed. You dodged because you're a bitch.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Well struck.
Big heal. At least you got 5. Oh, it's a flat, that's a flat amount, that's right. How the fuck did that crit for 4? Is it 1 to 2? No! It's a 1 to 1 heal. can't do 2, so how did it crit for 4? I mean, thank you, but I don't...
Wounds of war can be healed.
He does 1!
But never
What
hidden.
do 2? They better not get reinforcements. 20 healing received, you're right. And because it's a flat, it's only 20%, but a 1 gets doubled to 2. That's excellent.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Be wary.
Well, that was looking bad, but he's almost full health now, so...
A dizzying fall.
Holy sh... That's a lot of stuff! Wait a minute. What? What? No. I should have used the biscuits. I was gonna use the biscuit during that fight, but I figured I've got literally the whole rest of the dungeon. I should probably save it, but gotta ditch it now. Do I ditch a single torch? This is lit. It's only 4 hallways. I'll do that.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
We may not have to go all the way.
Clear.
If we get a fight here, it could be the last one. Well, no, this won't have a fight. This might. Woo! That is... It's amazing how stressful a basic fight against average enemies can be. That's part of the magic of this game. Is that boss fights often are easier than the fights that led to them. Not always. Some of the bosses are a right pain. But a lot of them, it's... Yeah.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
Basically, any hunger check lowers our healing amount. You know, because... Oh, thank goodness you dodged that. Well...
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I was actually able to pick up everything, because the blood and the gems stack. Only because I took the other citrine. Madman. Okay? Didn't bring Iron Swan, did I? Nope. I would like to target the Madman, but I need to stun her too. This could be the last fight. It'd be really good if it did, because I feel like we're going to take a lot of punishment here. Didn't get the bleed down. We might get a box off this guy. These are rare enemies. The fact that I've seen 2 today is actually pretty rare. Alright, so we're gonna guard you with the Houndmaster, because he can heal himself, and you're gonna be the one targeted by them. They're not gonna target anybody else. If this causes a bleed and does at least 3 damage, she'll die. This has a better chance to just kill her.
Confidence surges as the enemy.
And with a crit, it slides him forward where I can target him. Beautiful. Either the crit or the bleed killing her would have slid him forward, so that works. Low percent, he has really high dodge, but... he's basically dead now. Let's give her some dodge and prot. Oh no, that activates Rend the Mark. God, I'm an idiot. I should have done that here. It's normally it's not a problem, but these guys have an attack that's specifically better, and they didn't have anyone who could mark me before. So I just hurt myself with that. Yeah. I wasn't thinking. I'll guard her with him, and it'll swap it. Okay. Now we guard here, and even if they target her, they go here. Those are the things that I have to fix. Can't control the RNG, but I can fix little mistakes like that. He's also not marked, so I don't know if he takes the bonus damage. He shouldn't, because he's not marked. And when the mark does bonus damage against marked, but they're not marked, so... Need to try to get a heal on her somehow. She's got to do damage, though. She can't use her own heal, because she's my damage right now. Alright, so he's dead next turn. He won't get another attack. Good. The Houndmaster is essentially an evasion tank. He doesn't tank with protection like the Crusader or Leper, or even Man-at-Arms. He tanks by not, by avoiding the damage. Mitigation or evasion. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it would calculate before it redirects or not, but... Either way. Little heals. Little heals. I don't think so, because he's not taking big hits. He might just be getting lucky. Yeah, he's sitting on a good amount of dodge.
Unforgiving.
Necessarily. One hit point at a time. We're bringing it back. Oh, shut up. We're not wasting time. I literally just hit him. What are you talking about?
The ground quakes. Success is so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
There was no box off the dude, but
otherworldly corruption.
I want to see if I get a scouting. We want to take a look at this hallway.
The light, the promise of safety.
All right. Got enough for a hunger check. We may have a hallway fight, but we may find a little more loot. More deeds. Indeed, that's good. There won't be a fight in the room, but there'll be a fight here. This is more loot.
Impressive.
Bitch got smacked. I wasn't thinking about the bandage. I knew it was a bandage. I was thinking if I wanted to kill the torch to up the loot chance there, but... knowing I might run into a hallway fight, I decided not to. Just eliminate that problem. Do not guard yourself with a mark this time, you dumbass. No, cover me. But we can use guard dog. Doesn't put a mark on. And since the only two rows they attack, or the only two positions they attack are 1 and 2, they're only going to be swinging at him and his quite high dodge. And since they don't have Rend the Mark, their accuracy is pretty low too. So. Problem is I have to do that every turn to keep it up, and we'll be fine. The Jester has been able to show off his combat build, one of his combat builds in this run, and that's been nice. Use Jesters for combat all that often because I primarily use them for their songs, but they are particularly good against enemies that can be bled because both of their primary attacks hit position 2 and 3 for bleed. Dodged it. So he's dead to the bleed. We want her stress to be down so she can try to get into the next ruins that might come up. Stun this fool. She crit herself, she could have gotten a small stress heal, was the thinking. If she'd killed that, the fight would be over, but that's not necessarily a good thing. I'm trying to stress heal, but I don't want them bitching about, we need to finish this. Yeah, crit for stress heal. When it works. Crit for stress heal. Crits can stress heal anyone in the party, not just the one who gets the crit. We're gonna go into this room because there's no fight in the room and we want to see if there's any curios. Do we go through a fight for a can we see the curio? We can't see what kind of curio it is. Surely we go through the fight, right? We've gone this far. Is it going to be spiders that kill us? I can't see what the curio is! I think it's the tree stump, and I don't have, hold on. I think it's the poisoned tree stump, the old tree. And I don't have anti-venom. I'm trying to look at the image of it to see the edge of it. Oh, it's a crate. It's a little crate. It's an heirloom crate. No, we're gonna be fine. Easy. Double magnet spider. Not even a problem. Super easy. No, don't do that. Stun that little shit. Watch us get diseased by these little shits. That would be the, expected outcome now.
Be gone, fiend.
Juked it! Dead to the bleed. Unanimous. GIBBS. Kill the bug. Come on, GIBBS. Kill the bad bug. The bag that's a bad squishy. We kill bad squishies. Gosh.
Grievous injury.
You're a dick. Put her stress down. And then you do this?
Executed with impunity.
It's a little annoying, but... Let's see how worth it was.
Push on to the task.
I should have killed the torch before I killed the maggot. Alright, another 5, but 2 more deeds. There's nothing in this room. Because you can't have a curio or a treasure unless there's a fight. Well, they did that without a dedicated healer, so...
The agents of pestilence will yet be driven.
We got a lot of deeds there. Because the wield. And the antiquarian, even in the non-ruins, made that... That's all loot from just the antiquarian being there, plus this. 10 deeds, very nice. Okay, now we see the true sir. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, gambler fits. It's a jester. Fine. Fine. We get the shield breaker.
She has paid dearly for her freedom.
Faded? Thanatophobia? Not a problem. Not a problem.
This place.
Welcome to the party, pal. Alright. Unquiet mind cannot meditate. Misplace the witch's vial. That's the only good trinket I had! Okay, it wasn't the leper's bracer. Never mind. It wasn't the best one we have. Okay. I need a healer. Okay. Second Vestal, second Highwayman, first A-Bomb, second Leper. Okay. Alright. Let's see what they've got. Plutomania is annoying. Eagle Eye. Precise Striker. That's a bonk Vestal. They want to bonk. They need to bonk.
Great heroes can be found even here, in the mud.
Okay,
and
doesn't
rain.
matter because it's not melee. Natural's not great right now because the trinket's actually better, but luminous is great.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
Imposter Syndrome has a 4% chance to make the hero pass their turn. The last time we got someone with Imposter Syndrome, they passed their very first turn. Put bad trinket on people in stress red who might lose stuff. Well, that's the thing. The trinket wasn't on her. The trinket was in the trinket inventory. Because the trinket she lost was a plague doctor's trinket. Plus 20 stress when idle in town for a week. That has to go.
Tortured and reclusive.
Okay.
This man is more dangerous than he seems.
Put one on her, then she won't lose a good one. Interesting. All right. Let's take a look. That gives you a plus 5% net scouting chance if your torch is below 51. It's pretty mediocre. If you're doing a low torch run, it's great. But Radiant Light gives you a plus 15 scouting chance, so this is actually only a plus 5 over better light. I just got one of those, didn't I? Yeah. Not a bad ring for a tank. Not a super good item, because I don't want to be getting into virtue testing often. Like, if it happens, it happens, but... I kind of want to do the Cove because it's going to unlock the Cove. But the 4 that just showed up aren't great for the Cove. But they're not bad. The problem is, if I'm doing a Ruins, I want the Antiquarian, and she took a little bit too much stress. Yeah, I would take the Shield Breaker and the A-Bomb. So, if I did the Cove right now, it would probably be something like this. That would be what I would run. The problem is, if I do the Ruin, it's going to push it to level 2. And that's going to mean that the next quest that shows up there is going to be a boss quest. And I haven't done the Cove or the Warrens. This isn't a good item, but the Warrens would be fine to do. And it is rewarding deeds. And I already have this, so technically this is a unique trinket. This is one I already have. And I would just swap like this to do the Ruins, or the Warrens. Again, they're not the best in the Warrens, but they're not bad. Like, he's fine in the Warrens. I'd actually do that. Because he has Duelist Advance and Point Blank. Or, no, he doesn't have Point Blank, but I could give him Point Blank. She wants to be in the front, but that's just not going to happen right now. I'm going to lock in Precise Striker and make this a Bonk Vestal for later, but not yet. I don't have the money to justify that right now. Okay, you fucking, the GIBBS locked in? Son of a bitch. What else locked in that's horrifying? Fading we know already. And Klepto. Flagellant's fine. It's not ideal to have them only be able to stress relieve in one place, but these aren't that bad. That one doesn't bother me at all. Slow draw, it's not that bad. It sucks he's slower on the first round, but it only affects you on the first round, and gestures are relatively quick anyway. He's still at 7. The GIBBS is annoying. Demonomania is not great. Probably should cure the GIBBS before it sticks. Not a big deal. Their first round is usually stunning or shuffling. Alright, I think we do the Warrens with this group. So, ostensibly, if I give them a trinket that I'm probably not going to be using anyway, if they get drunk and misplace that, then I don't have to worry about it. Works for me. You can stress heal yourself in a dungeon. You can stress heal yourself too, it's just not super effective, and it's not guaranteed to happen on you. Alright. You. Get rid of that before it costs me 5 grand to do it. I changed this option and now I'm so used to it that I need to change it back. It's just a... Which one is it? Oh, did I not? Okay, they are at the top. I just hadn't sorted. I thought I had sorted the group already. Okay, so what do you have? You need withstand and solemnity. You need bleh. I talk so good for someone called The Voice. You need solemnity at least. Not necessarily withstand, but... You need point-blank shot. Really, you should probably have open vein for the Baron, or Warrens, because bleed, but... You're good, you have everything, and you need 3 abilities, unfortunately. Can't upgrade any of their stuff yet anyway. Good thing about having the antiquarian is we kind of padded our money a little bit. So. Alright, let's do a Warrens. So I've got double Vestal now. Double Jester. I need to... This one is probably going to go. It's not that they're bad, it's just that my current projected full roster doesn't include double Plague Doctor. You're right, I did. No. Oh, yeah. Can I shove it back in their hand? There we go. Good call. I didn't think it would take it off them when they were committed to an activity. Okay. I will. Yeah. We'll go ahead and name these ones right now. I needed to name the last group and I didn't. Maybe that's why they succeeded. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe naming them after you guys is what's getting them killed.
They breed quickly down there in the dark. But perhaps we can...
Alright, so we already have Bogu, so this is, JJ. Hellgraft got in. Alright, I'll do flying, and then Dawn will get the last Vestal. Highwaymen. I already have a Babe, so this is going to be T-Ducks. And this is Jacked. Alright. If I get wrecked, it's because I named them because you guys said to do it, so... Alright. So, 2 backtracks potentially. Good start. That's how we like it.
By foul invention.
Need lots of crests. Okay, so her first action is going to be Dazzling Light, which is going to put us up. It's a smaller chance we get surprised here, but I'm trying to better my torch management, too. So... They're pretty resistant to Blight, so he's not the ideal candidate here, but... Dazzling Light can't reach the 4th rank. Annoying. That puts us back into Radiant Light, and it takes at least 1 action away. Sure, if you give me $50, you can take the blame. I'm okay with that. That works. And he lived with 1 health. So that I could massively overkill him.
A faint hope blossoms.
2 dead. Just keep the health full as long as I can, or close to full. Get dodged, bitch! And then he dodged us. Get smacked. I need to talk to you two. Without as much ability to reach the back lines, that's why I ran Purge, because keep them close. Keep your enemies close and your other enemies closer.
The wounds of war can be healed.
Diddy, you generally do, but if all you did for your healers was Vestals, you would lose out on a lot of trinket utility, and the other classes that can do healing have a lot of other function as well. And there are specific fights, boss fights, where you don't need party healing. You need big single target healing.
Annihilated.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. Just want to talk to him. The stress is kind of annoying on the first fight, but...
Maintain the offensive.
Did we not take the stress there because he died to the repost? Maybe it's just a small amount, so it didn't really show up, but... I didn't bring holy water. The one thing I didn't bring. Man, the Antiquarian makes that loot look so much better. There better be a fight back here that I need to get to. I was supposed to move him back, and I didn't, because I'm an idiot. I don't know, maybe another hour, depending. At least, I was gonna say at least I can blight these guys, but they said, no, you can't. That's annoying. Okay, can we stop with all this stupidness? I'm done with it. Big heal.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Three of them got their actions before we get to go. He lives with 1 health, so he gets to have his action too. Dude.
Continue the onslaught.
He did 10 additional damage because he lived with 1 health. And this is wasted. I mean, I guess it clears the corpse, but... I should have stunned him. Blanket fire's annoying, but he's gonna hit harder. He's not gonna hit harder now because he's dead. All they can use is rush shot now, which is weaker, but still, you know, can hit us. Your health is fine, so... I stunned the wrong one. This one still had his action. Hey, don't do that. No! Alright, good. I'm so mad. No!
Press this advantage.
Okay.
Give them no quarter.
Fair.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Wow, we took a lot of health damage there. There better be a fight in this room, which is a weird thing to say. Oh, I want to fight. But if there's not a fight in this room, then this fight that we just did in the hallway was wasted.
The match is struck. A blazing star is
Ugh.
born.
A nasty fight. He got stunned. They're double webbing? Okay, good dodge. It's gonna be 2 attacks on him. Unless I can stun you. Okay. His attack is gonna be here. Spit. No crit for 10. Good dodge. Good dodge.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Kill you. Good thing is spiders don't leave corpses, so they slide up. You're dead.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
You're stunned. Five to 10.
Another one falls.
That has 10% more accuracy, so... Give me the Vestal so I can get a group heal up. Come on. Oh, yeah! I thought I stunned you. Did the stun not land? Fair. Okay. Alright. Alright.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is
I'm not overconfident. I'm
insidious
underconfident.
killer.
I'm underconfident. I'm expecting to lose. I am the opposite of confident. This cures a negative quirk, right? Can I get rid of imposter syndrome here? I'm double checking, but I think torching this purges a negative quirk. Purge imposter syndrome. Yeah! Save me $1,000 and potentially a real problem in this dungeon. Bitch, don't dodge me. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Die, fucker. The crit landed on the guy with the least health. Beautiful. Purge that corpse with my gun, because I can blow up a human corpse with a shot from my flintlock pistol. Dodge, smack, get wrecked. She's already stunned, so miss her. Beautiful. Yes. Dead, not dead. Dead, dead, dead. Why you gotta ruin this? Everything was going so well. You had to run your fucking mouth. Stupid ass cultist. That's right, she's an ass cultist.
Resistance.
No scouting. No books.
In Radiant,
Readings for
may we find
nerds.
victory.
Oof. Okay, this could be an annoying one. One shot. One opportunity to miss. Sure, you could say ass cultist, but one mention of bondage pig or sex worms, and we get yelled at. Yeah, that's how that works. I'm the streamer. Look at me. I am the streamer now. Now it's stuck in your head. A double standard bearer? You damn well right. She's gonna get resolve tested.
A momentary abatement.
A momentary abatement. Ow. No spit, piggy. This would have to crit to kill. Of course, it would have to hit to do any damage. No fat piggy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fat piggy getting mad. Fuck you. No spit. No balls. It's smacked. No disease? Good. Woo! Woo! No spit. Double the opportunity for her to get a stress heal if that crits. You're still gonna get to go, so I'm gonna Solemnity. No, we don't have any stress. Two of these party members can stress heal themselves, but she can't. I thought the Highwayman still had an action, and he didn't have an action left, but I must have looked at it incorrectly.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Sweet, we can bail if we need to. We can leave this loot behind. This curio, I think, is a buff. No, it's a chance to get stress or purge a perk. But it's plus 50 stress. Half a chance for 50 stress. So I'm not doing it on anybody but him, and he could purge Ansi. You know what? It's a 50% chance for stress, and it's a 50% chance for a positive, either gaining a quirk or purging a negative quirk. So of course, every coin flip goes the other fucking way. Why did he take 63? It's 50. Whatever. We get any scouting? What's this curio? No. And books.
Some experiments should have never happened. You are doing just work ending.
Alright, 28 crests is good. We need a lot of those, but didn't make much money there. Took a lot of stress. Ashen, not that bad. Quick reflexes is nice. Yeah, the dog whistle's not a great item for if you're running with high light, which I am.
Awash in blood and delusion.
Ugh.
He bears the burden.
He's got
of
Faded, but he's got
1,000
Imposter
lifetimes.
Syndrome and Are you better? Yeah. So we'll just take this one. This is not a good stagecoach, but we'll get our third Vestal. I need these deeds because I need to upgrade this size. I can ditch them, which opens one spot, but I should grab a third Vestal while I have the opportunity. The roster is way full, Camivax. So I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've already got 40 people signed up, and the maximum roster size is 29. So even if I took the maximum amount of deaths, I wouldn't open up any spots. So, yeah. Evasive is good. Faithless is interesting. She's a faithless Vestal. She's got clutch hitter. Faithless is probably not that big of a deal. I can also cure it unless it locks in. But deadly and evasive are better. So. Alright. Yeah, I gotta swap some. I already have 2 Hellions, and I already purged a quirk off that one. Unless you have something amazing, you do not. Manslayer's great, but it's not good enough to... It's not better than this. Alright, so we take... you...
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Do I take the other flagellant while he's here and purge that quirk, or do I wait for another one to show up on the wagon? Yeah, yes. Also, Hillhome, you're in the top 29, so you're going to make the roster. I have you tagged in for a Musketeer, Hillhome, because I didn't have anything else open and you didn't request anything specifically that I saw. But yeah, if, like, we get an attempt going and it fails, or I take an extended break, multi-week break from the run, we'll re-roll a new... the roster will open up for reassignment. So, do I take him and purge Imposter Syndrome? I'm basically spending $1,000 to ensure that I have the second flagellant now. Or I'm waiting to see if the second flagellant shows up on the wagon. That's essentially what it comes down to. It is, but I don't have to take him out right away. I can immediately just put him in for removal. But I also have other people who need quirks removed. I have stress healing I gotta do. Let's take a look at what dungeon we're gonna do next. Not good enough. Healing received. We're probably gonna open up the cove. Imposter Syndrome effects? No, Imposter Syndrome gives them a 4% chance to skip their turn. Imposter Syndrome gives them a chance to pass their turn. It's one of the worst ones because if you need a turn and then they just are like, no, you're fucked. All right. So we've got our 2. We've got our 2 there. We've got our 1. We've possibly got our 2, but we've got our 2 there. We've got all 3 here. We've got 1 of 2, 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and 2 of 1. I'm going to get rid of this one most likely. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and 2 of 1. I'm going to get rid of this one most likely. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and 2 of 1. I'm going to get rid of this one most likely. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and 2 of 1. I'm going to get rid of this one most likely. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and 2 of 1. I'm going to get rid of this one most likely. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and 2 of 1. I'm going to get rid of this one most likely. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and 2 of 1. I'm going to get rid of this one most likely. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and 2 of 1. I'm going to get rid of this one most likely. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and 2 of 1. I'm going to get rid of this one most likely. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and 2 of 1. I'm going to get rid of this one most likely. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and 2 of 1. I'm going to get rid of this one most likely. Yeah, I think you're thinking of a different negative quirk, TNT. Imposter syndrome is a turn pass. Alright, did any other negative quirks knock... Nervous isn't that bad because he can stress heal himself. I need to purge Ansi, because he's gonna be sitting idle sometimes, so... Plutomania needs to go, but... Fading needs to go, but that's for later when I have excess money. Could I ever get excess money? Now, I want to lock in some of these positive quirks, but it's super expensive. And they won't disappear until they have 5 or more. And when they have 5, there's a chance that a good one rolls off. And you can only lock in 3 positive quirks. So, you want to lock in the right ones. Yeah, it's got to be Ansi. Alright, stress relief. Like, I want to lock in Precise Striker and make this my late game or mid game and late game Bonk Vestal. For those who aren't familiar, the Bonk Vestal makes use of Mace Bash and Hand of Light and uses Divine Comfort from a rank 2 instead of 3rd or 4th rank, and they stack massive unholy damage with melee crit and a certain set of trinkets, and they can do disgusting melee damage, particularly to unholy enemies, like in the ruins. And it's a lot of fun. You're fine. Okay, let's put together for the Cove, probably. Although that's not bad, but do I want to do a medium with all level 0s? Probably not. Let's do a 0, you know, a short with level 0s. It'll get our shield breaker in the field. Sort by level? You know, ideally I would send them because they'd be great. So now I have to look and see, do I want to go with double Plague Doctor and would I change something else? Because in the past I've only run 1 Flagellant. So I could just have this as my 1 Flagellant and take a 2nd Plague Doctor. Because I've already got 2 Highwaymen. My roster shows double Shield Breaker, which I don't know that I'm gonna run. Because otherwise I'm taking a level 1 here, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal, but it is gonna push experience into a slight imbalance. I could send him, actually. He can stress heal himself in the first fight, keep his stress under control, and he's gonna blight and give me a stun. You know what? We'll just do that. He can go rank 2. And while not particularly good in the Cove, we'll take the Flagellant. Which technically means I don't need to take the Vestal, because he can heal well enough, but... Bleed isn't useless in the Cove, it's just less useful. Later level, higher level Coves, Bleed becomes far less... You're not going to land it enough. You're not going to stick the bleeds. But that would also be, you know... This would probably be even more ideal. Keep him for a Warren's run next. I don't want to invest experience on a champion that I'm just... Or a hero that I'm going to wind up getting rid of. Double shield breaker has a particular use in the farmstead, but also in the cove and in the ruins. Impale is, it hits all the enemies, but it does relatively low damage. But later ranks of it cause blight, and it makes them move back by 1 step. So you put the fastest of the 2 shield breakers in the first position, they impale and they go behind the other one, who then impales, and they keep swapping and just causing massive AoE damage and blight. And it's a really effective use, but it does mean you gotta take 2 shield breakers on your roster. It's the decision on whether I use this Plague Doctor or not. And I'm not going to make the decision right now. I'm going to go like this. But I could also do this. No. We're going to go like this. Because I know I'm going to have 3 Vestals. I'm going to have 2 dedicated healing Vestals and a straight-up killer. Essentially. So, alright, they're going to get their names. And I put the second shield breaker as Centurion. So they'll get the second. This is Olsen. Actually, what it would be is I would trade them for him, because he's already leveled. I'm gonna stay the course with what I want. I think I want out of this, and this is Dawn. They'd be pretty decent as a Bonk Vestal as well, but the crit is not as good as... Where are you? That's +5 crit. So... Okay, I need to switch some abilities around before we commit. Alright, you've got Pierce, you've got Puncture, you need Sway. You're actually good right now. You can hit the front row, Exsanguinate, and both heals. You're good, because you have all your stuff. You need those. Alright. We already looked at these. We're not grabbing either of them. You know, I could grab this Vestal in case my Vestal dies, and then I could have a justification for not restarting, because I already have the replacement.
Unrelenting.
I don't expect that to happen, but maybe I should prepare for odd situations like that. Excuse me. Okay. Not a lot of trinkets right now, but this isn't a bad one. It's one of the few trinkets that doesn't have a penalty. No, there's no penalty for dismissing them. I just don't want to put experience on someone and then wind up dismissing them. But yeah, I can hire this Vestal, and if I wind up dismissing him, it doesn't cost me anything. There's no negative. Sometimes they'll have a chat bark pop up, and they'll bitch about it, but that's pretty much it. That's the worst you suffer. They chew on your ear a bit. I need to actually assign the abilities I just learned. Thankfully, you can do that mid-mission. That's also something I don't do enough, and maybe I should do more, is shifting ability stuff around based on what's happened during the mission. Or you usually do that if you're going to a boss fight. Like, you can take some abilities for the dungeon, and then right before the boss fight, change your loadout a little bit, if it's better for the boss fight, but I want to make sure these are in order. We got a mostly linear. I see one backtracking path. First hallway's clear, except for the trap. I don't have a good trap remover, so that's a little unfortunate.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
You know what? He's got 60%, and if he gets the stress, he can stress heal, so... I've seen this like 7 times in the last 3 days, and my brain still isn't wanting to remember. This is a 50-50 on this one. No, it's a 67% to get a positive quirk. 22% negative quirk, 11% disease. 22%. They're a gambler. How do you touch a tablet and be like, I want to roll dice? I want waffle fries. It's a 66% chance to be positive, and it's been negative 3 times that I've interacted with it recently. This purge is a negative quirk with medicinal herbs. Ah. All right. Huh. None of these are that bad. Like, these aren't ones I would be mad if they locked in. I guess we go here. Maybe get rid of Faithless to give us more options. She rubbed some coral and she got her faith back. What are the fucking odds? We're gonna nickname you Dawn of the Coral.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
No bleed? Bro. That'd be good. That'd be good. Coral sniffer. Why does that sound so bad? Maybe the cutlass, the C-word slash will land here. That's a damage boost, right? Yeah. I'm gonna kill him. No! Dildo. They block it, but they still take the stress damage. Fucking annoying. Bro, stop dodging me. You gotta kill that guy because if he gets 2 turns, sometimes even 1 turn, they blow up on you and it's not good.
The light,
The promise of safety. You wanna keep hitting me? Dude, why did you suddenly, like, lose the ability to swing accurately with that chain? You were fine before. He's like, because you said you were going to stress heal me on the first turn. You did it.
Their formation is
all right, RBG.
Maintain
Calm down.
the offensive.
It's all right. I shouldn't have healed him. He's a flagellant. Just let him get hurt and he'll heal himself. I mean, now that I healed him well above 40, I might as well go all the way.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Thought for a second I hadn't bought food because I'm used to there being a provision item that gets put in that first spot from a hero providing it. Okay. Let's do Blight. No stun.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
All right. Why are you healing people? Hell is wrong with you? Nice. 3 on the first one you do. I like that. No. No stun. Yes. Right. Good dodge. Definitely needed that. Let's make sure the healer doesn't die. So they're worse in the front because they hit 2 people. Nope, stress wave always hit. That's weird. Kill that guy.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Spear fishing to the back. You guys don't know how to do anything else, do you, you useless piece of shit? I am going to lightning strike you. Damn it, you're gonna live with 1 health. Unless the A-bomb goes before him. I don't think he does. I don't think he's fast enough.
Such a terrible assault.
I hate that interaction. Block a critical strike, but still take all the stress, even though you blocked it. Like, you should de-stress when you block an attack. You should be like, that's right, I didn't get hurt.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. The slow death, unforeseen.
Dude, her stress is so high already. We're 2 rooms in. It's ridiculous how fast the stress can add up here.
This is how a life is taken.
Room battle, so I gotta scout the rooms if we don't get it on a scouting reveal. Stop talking.
The way is lit.
Shovel?
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
I think shovel or key works on that one, but it might just be shovel.
For a task well performed.
And a fight. Kind of a nasty one, too. We got surprise off.
Devastating blow.
I don't want to heal him because I want him to use this. They're gonna resist the bleed, most likely. But he got the self-heal and did a little damage. Start blighting. It's better than it being on the shield breaker right now. That's who I want them spearfishing against. I can break that guard and pull him forward. Not soon enough, apparently. This ensures the jellyfish dies to the blight.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I would like to stun him, but this ensures that he's dead too now. Beautiful. So he's dead. Good.
Your death by inches.
She's still got 2 uses of block up.
A decisive pummeling.
That's a little bit of a help with her stress situation. Very nice. Stun. Two. That's 8 total across the board. Very nice. Low chance to cause a bleed, but it's the only damage I can do to him, so. I also can try to keep him stunned, but he's got good stun resist right now, because he's up to 75. So what I'm going to do instead is Absolve or Absolution to get that stress a little bit lower. Nice. Divine Comfort definitely is great when you're down to the last enemy of a fight, where you can kind of pick everyone's health up a little bit. Her attack does armor piercing, so it ignores all protection that the enemy has. So even those big tanky guys, they take the full hit. So that's good. That is, in fact, of the good. Alright, so this is a short hallway. Literally 1 step. And it's a curio.
Wealth beyond measure.
Rests. Good. Need those.
To the brave.
Should have waited. I wasted 7 on that torch. Because it doesn't matter the length of the hallway. You lose 7 torch light per hallway. 6 if you're on a lower difficulty, but 7 on Bloodmoon. Yeah, it's very true, ZX. Shieldbreaker is in the name. That's the name, right? So.
The match is struck. A
Blazing star is born. A trap is stepped on. An idiot is hurt. Now that's a big enough debuff that I might actually use medicinal herbs if I have any, but I think I use them on the coral. So I think I'm out. Yeah. Can you come up here? Up to the front? To the front of the class where we can speak to you? Because it makes him use Stumbling Scratch. Bitch, don't dodge me. Ugh. Ones don't look good. They don't help that much either. See? That shouldn't happen. Oh, come on! With the damn dodge. She shouldn't... Damn. She shouldn't take a crit or a bleed when she blocked the attack. Twice! Twice! She's gonna resolve test here, potentially. Yeah, it did 20. At least we're not far from the end of the dungeon.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
That's annoying, but she's dead on the next turn, so it's a waste to hit her again.
Ringing ears.
Again, blocked it, takes huge stress. Why? You blocked it. Be happy. Don't be stressed. I stopped a major attack. I'm happy because of that. Fucking logic. I might see if I can either make or get someone to make a mod that changes that. When you block an attack, it should be a good thing. There's only, like... The block mechanic only exists on the shield breaker and with the Aegis scales that you get from shield breaker missions. So, it's not like it's a broken thing. Yeah, she should relieve stress when she gets hit while she's a masochist. It's a small thing, but it is bothering me. That interaction is just really stupid. Just blocking an attack and taking a bleed. It makes a little more sense on her since she's not in, like, heavy armor, and her shield is, like, probably leather and wood. It might do some damage still, but when the freaking man-at-arms in his steel shield gets hit, and then he takes a bleed, it's like, no! No, that didn't happen. The guy in steel shield and plate mail takes a bleed from blocking an attack. But it's not called deflect, it's called block. You want to call it you want it to deflect, call it deflect. But it's called block. And it stops all damage. So it stops the damage, but then they take a bleed. No. It's illogical. Very illogical. No, it's deflected. They're two different words for a reason, because they mean different things.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Just stop talking. Hey, Salak, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Look, this game gives you plenty of fuel. I picked a weird one to focus on being angry at.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Still gotta fight.
Mind that such missteps are the exception.
He has negative 40 dodge and negative 10 speed. It's a thing.
As the light gains purchase,
If you don't have, I think you just get cut by this. No, it's a chance to get a stress heal, but it's also a 25% chance for 20 stress, 25 stress. Nothing here. Yeah, I just think if you block an attack, you shouldn't take a status effect. Stun, I could understand. Like, you block and then you still get stunned, but bleed? Blight, you could even argue, because it's like acid. But bleed? No. That I won't accept. Okay. No big guy, so no guarding. You don't want to stress him all the way out. It will be bad for you. Well, she's gonna get resolve tested. This was a very stressful mission, apparently.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
We've got double affliction. You know what? We should just go for 4 afflictions. Although I already have that achievement, so no. There's an achievement for finishing a fight with 4 or a mission with 4 afflicted heroes. I mean, there's worse things you could have done on your turn. There are far better things. I just need to survive this fight. I guess he's going too. Oh, not quite. Not just yet. Woo! Big heal. Holy shit. Now he is. Oh, hell yeah! Jet said, nah, fuck that. I'm not doing this.
Diversity can foster hope and resilience.
You can't make me. At least that's one person I won't have to pay for. Actually stuck the bleed, so he's dead in 2 turns no matter what I did. Oh, okay. I thought that was the heal. I was like, damn it, he'll live. No more stress, bitch. I've had my fill. Bitch. Alright, well, he's dead next turn. Blocked. Get erect, kid. Here we go. Rapturous. Boom. For those who don't know, if you're not familiar with the game,
The abyss.
flatulence always get rapturous when it's the only state they can enter when they resolve test. And they actually get, there's some interesting interactions there. Oh, he was dead to bleed anyway. That was a wasted attack. He also heals when he does it. Like, he got a heal. It's a good thing I have 2 other Vestals, because they're going to be out of commission for a while. Effective. A Vestal kept her health up, but she blocked her own self-damage. You wrecked yourself. Congratulations, you played yourself. Rude. Wow, that's a lot of stress.
Teetering on
Bro.
the brink, facing the abyss. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I think this is just a buff. Yeah, no reason to interact. Well, that was...
The pungent odor abates. The things are driven back.
That was something.
Time.
I didn't expect that group to take that much stress damage. Everybody reached 100. Ruminator's not terrible. Gambler's not terrible, except I've got a couple gamblers. Gotta make sure they don't run at the same time, because then they're both gonna want to go throw dice. 2 people gained Gambler on that mission. Apparently that cove was there for dice.
Some. A sanguine memory to me.
Yeah, they didn't even remove that much. That's the problem. They're still at 41. Okay, come on. Good stagecoach. What do I want off the stagecoach? What am I looking for? Let me remove these guys. So a second crusader. I thought I grabbed the other flagellant just in case, but I didn't. So maybe second flagellant. Second houndmaster. I don't have a man-at-arms yet. So, man-at-arms. An occultist. I don't have an occultist yet. Man-at-arms. I already have 2 lepers. So, these 2. I guess it is going to be time to ditch this one or the extra Vestal. I have Hellgraph available. Duchy's technically available. Dawn is not going to be available for a while. Alright, how'd we do on traits here? Evasive is good, but they have pretty low dodge to begin with, but Mercurial, Germaphobe, not terrible. Man-at-Arms, weak grip on life can be dangerous, but you hope you're not testing anyway. Warren's Phobe, Slugger, and Hard Noggin. Okay, those are pretty solid. Do you have anything amazing? No, that's terrible. Neither of those is outstanding. Okay. So, we are going to... Well, where are we going next? Probably a Ruins. Why am I only getting short missions this... Damn, the mediums are not great. That's actually really good for a flagellant. Because he causes bleed and then resists causing bleed on himself when he uses Reclaim. Or Replenish, whatever it's called. This one can be decent on a Hellion, but I should probably just do this Ruins. The Jester's dice, the Lucky Dice is a good one. And I can gain some, I can do a short run with the new Crusader, the new Man-at-Arms, the Antiquarian, that's what they're called. Ah. The problem is, I can't fill my roster further than that, so I do have to ditch them or the Vestal, because they would actually be good in this Ruins run. But if I'm taking second Plague, I already anguished over this a little bit. If I'm taking the second Plague Doctor, I have to drop something else from the expected final roster. Or full roster, not final, but full. And at this point, actually I only have 1 Houndmaster listed, not 2 now. Because I shifted some stuff around. It's seriously debating on 1 Flagellant or 2. I have the 1, I'm debating on a second one. Because if I'm not taking a second one, I can use them. And have them. So if I drop the Flagellant, that does drop technically my amount of healers, but you have to consider that not Antiquarian, Arbalist, Musketeer, and Crusader, you can send any 2 of those and they can pair up to be essentially 1 effective healer. Or 1.5, really. They're both about 75% of a single target healer. I can't believe I still haven't seen an Occultist. We had the same thing happen on the last run, where we were 20 into the roster and we still hadn't seen some of the classes. So the fact that I haven't seen a single Occultist yet is a little bit surprising. Yeah, they don't have bad traits. They have Calm, which is not a big deal. And they have Eldritch Hater, which can be very good, since they're decent, they're good in the Cove against Eldritch enemies with, you know, so they're not bad. And there is part of me that agrees with your sentiment, which is go with the one you have. If you can't have the one you love the one you're with. That means ditching this, which I already have 3. I only picked up to in case I needed them off the roster. But I need a roster slot open because I want to hire both of these, and there's no way I have 20 deeds available. So, right now. But I'm gonna need to do that soon. So maybe I should be looking at where I can get more deeds, which is the Wield. That is 5. But this next run's gonna be a money run. It's just gonna be a short ruins for money and a good trinket for our jesters. This trinket's good, but I'm not ready for a medium. I want level 1s for the mediums, not level 0s if I can manage it. So that'll mean this run will be Man-at-Arms, Crusader, Antiquarian. Yeah. Okay.
Another soul battered and broken, cast aside like a spent torch.
They didn't even get into combat. Stop being so dramatic.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose. A zealous warrior.
Alright, unequipped all trinkets. You will only gamble. I'm glad it's open. We are going to put a shitty trinket on you. See, both of them will only gamble. Yeah, can only do it, but is banned from it, yeah. I would love to lock in Luminous. It's just too expensive. To lock in a positive trait is 7,500. It's just too expensive to do this early. Nope. Yeah, deeds. Fucking hell. I need deeds for so many things! Alright, they're both in treatment. She can't treat because she only gambles, and that's occupied. Fucker. Alright, go have a night on the town. Or on a whore, at least. He's gonna be the healer for this run, essentially. Should be fine. I want Defender, Retribution, and Bolster. So we gotta train a few things. Defender and Bolster you have. I'll go like that. You need Battle Heal. Let's go like that. And that. Okay. Alright, it's already past midnight, but we're gonna run this ruins. So. Hopefully we find a couple deeds. Yeah, because if an occultist shows up on the roster, on the wagon, I'm gonna have to figure something out. That's why I want to consider, you know, running something for deeds, but no, go with the plan. I did unequip the gamblers, didn't I? Yeah. Not that one. This one. Torches? No food, no torches. Oh, I was clicked on the farmstead. I was like, what the fuck? I was so confused. I was like, did I break something? What the hell? Oh, I was really confused. I was like, is there a town event that I didn't notice, or... No, just clicking on the wrong damn place. That would have been an interesting one to start, not realize and click start and be like, oh, we're at the farmstead. At least it doesn't waste time.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Okay, we gotta name these people too. I am cool, not cold. Dan. Okay, if I'm running second Plague Doctor, it's replacing the second Flagellant right now, tentatively. Which makes it Bjorn. Second Crusader is just Rays, right? Because our first Crusader is MJ Hawk. Did I name the first Crusader? I'll fix it afterwards if I screwed something up there. And this is our first Man-at-Arms. So this is Murder Prophet. which is Copiers. Yeah, I might not have named the first one, which means it should be MJ Hawk. We'll fix that after. Okay, we've got triple, quadruple potential backtracking. Explore 90% of rooms, so I don't need to go down here. But there is a curio, and with the antiquarian, every curio is worth thousands. Potentially. I should try... Unless I run into hunger checks, I should try minimal looting. Okay, so what I'm gonna... I'll loot this side, but I'm gonna try to leave this side unlooted until after, and maybe come back through with the antiquarian. And do lightless looting, if I can manage it. But it'll kind of depend on the food situation, too. I continue to not have a good trap disarmor. I should fix that. I didn't need to come to this room. This is a battle. But this is... Alright. It'll be fine. Should have hit the cultist, the acolyte.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Why do you hate me, game? At least he's getting retribution hits off. Bro. Dude. First fight. 63 stress already. Like, fuck off. Seriously. She resisted it? Seriously? I just have no luck.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Offset the bleed, start working on his stress. You know, you could resist the pull instead of resisting the knockback. You know, them sending you where I actually need you.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I should have had him attack the skeleton. He could have killed the... She could have killed the cultist.
Unforeseen.
Let me try to get a little bit of a heal in. Wish I would have done that here, where it would have crit heal, but what are you gonna do? Okay, his stress is down to 50. I can't take long, but I can take one more turn of healing. Or if I'm doing some damage, I can take a little bit longer. I wonder if they're gonna stress about this turn pass with only one enemy. They probably will. But if I can get one heal in. Okay.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Got a little food which will help with the healing. I'm just gonna use it right now. Okay, yeah, and that's not even a fight I needed to take. Stupid. So hunger checks can happen after the quest is finished. And we know that because of the tutorial dungeon. You finish, if you follow the path I do, you go up and around, you finish the quest, and then going back, you still face the hunger check in the hallway. So the concern here is, I scout this all out, but there's a hunger check somewhere that I have to backtrack, and I run out of food. But I'm gonna see if I can manage. So, going back for these loots is going to cost us a hunger check. We know there's a hunger check in that hallway now. Okay, I guess we're gonna get stressed all the way out here. Oh, and they get to go first. So he immediately takes 40 stress. That's so irritating. Like, it's bad enough to have high stress causing enemies, but to give them a ton of speed as well? Like, come on.
Another one falls. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
You could even kill a corpse? Brother. Slide forward. The other one's gonna use Tempting Goblet. So fucking dumb, man. It really is dumb. Because there's just almost no way to... There's basically no mitigating it. It's just... It's gonna happen, and you're just gonna have to accept, like, ugh. I'm done with it. I really am. I didn't mean to guard him, I meant to buff him. I didn't mean to use guard me, or protect me. I meant to use invigorating vapors. Son of a bitch! She would have been he wouldn't have been tested, and I would have been able to work his stress down with stress healing. Son of a bitch!
The blood pumps. The limbs obey.
Kaboom! Thank you for the raid. Welcome. What were we streaming today? Thanks for bringing your folks on over. I'm currently getting my teeth kicked in by Darkest Dungeon, so, you know, the usual. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. What were you streaming? Was streaming. You were streaming Darkest Dungeon. Excellent. Are you a long-time Darkest Dungeon player? New Darkest Dungeon player? Let me ban this bot real quick. Give me a second. Thank you, Meg Flat, for the follow. Welcome to the Echo. Glad to have you here. Let me try not to get wrecked here. I meant to do Invigorating Vapors, and I did cover me, or guard me, or protect me, or whatever the hell it was. Reinforcements. That's fine, honestly, because they can't cause stress. New started playing last week. I love it. It does not love me. Yeah, that's the game in a nutshell. I've played hundreds of hours of this game, and it still kicks my teeth in, so... Yeah, you've already got it. You're, like, right in line. Playing this game is volunteering to be in an abusive relationship. So... But it is one of my favorite games of all time. Without question. It is easily in my top 10 and very often in my top 5. But you make excuses for it, you tell everyone it's good, you tell everyone it's fine, it's only acting like this because it's drunk, and then it kicks you. and you're like, why do you do this? I'm not making fun of abusive relationships. Don't everyone get all, you know, hot and bothered, but please let me stress heal you. Yeah, hey, that's the good thing though, is it's still a great game, even if you only found it just recently. Are you playing on Radiant or Darkest? I assume you're not playing on Bloodmoon, but if you are, kudos. Siphis, welcome to the channel. Good to see you.
And improvement.
So, for those who are newer to the game, he got an affliction. If I can manage throughout this dungeon to get his stress down to 0, the affliction will go away. It's not likely to happen, but it is possible. I do have a stress heal. But he's also causing stress because he's irrational. So it's like, you know, one begets the other. Yeah, he's causing more stress on them than curing off him, but down to 70. The problem is they're gonna stress out momentarily. And we're about to have a second wave of reinforcements, so I gotta end this fight. Give me one more.
Great is the weapon that
Not this
cuts on
fight.
its own.
I really don't know if I'm going to be able to backtrack through this dungeon now. I certainly can't go back this way unless I still have the food. So I should probably loot some of these now. Especially heirloom chests, because
laden with loot
we need the heirlooms.
are often low on supplies.
This is going to suck, because I don't have anyone who can realistically handle that trap. Right, he's still at 70.
a fort.
Nice.
Waiting. To
She's gonna try to handle the trap. Yeah.
Mind that such
Yes.
missteps
If you stall too long in a fight, you will get reinforcements, and they'll continue to happen. And the problem is, it also causes relatively large amounts of stress every time reinforcements show up. It used to be that you could kite fights out forever, delay them forever with stuns and just healing, but they updated that eventually because it was a little bit exploitative. This is medicinal herbs. I have some. Nice. So this is rooms. So if I go up, I'm clear, probably.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I don't have that many torches, so we go up. Try to make it happen. Well, that's a food check coming back the other way, too. So we are probably not getting any more. Unless we loot some food, which is not likely. Shut up, dude. Your irrational ass needs to be quiet. I'm gonna start bringing double food just for backtracking. That's medicinal herbs and I don't have any. So I think it's blight. I'll hit it coming back if I have to come back. Oh, a map? Fantastic. I hope I don't have to go down there because I don't want another fight. Last torch. Yep, I have to hit one of these rooms, so I have to go through this fight or that fight, and if I face a hunger check here, then I can't go back further without facing major stress. So hopefully this fight's not too bad. Okay, actually that works out. We're gonna do something kind of weird here. No, because the curio's behind it. I'm gonna drop those. Because this puts me at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 inventory slots. And if I'm at 13, that could be a collector. But if I'm at 12, it will not be a collector. And I'm going to have to take this fight in relatively low light, because I don't have another torch. No worries, Kaboom. Thank you for the raid. Always take care of yourself after your stream. Important to do, for sure. Let's go bulwark so I can get my light up during the fight. This is what I was talking about. Sometimes you can shift some of your stuff around, and it's going to be beneficial. And take that off. Put your own dodge up. Okay, and before this fight starts, there's one curio left that I can interact with. So at most, I'll need one holy water. Holy water buffs all your resistances if you use it on yourself. Okay, spiders. So we got blight resistance buff. Thank you, Cool Dan. So there's no way we're gonna get his stress to 0. There's not enough dungeon left. So spooters are extremely dangerous. They are the fight that you go up. It's just a couple spiders. It's the last fight of the dungeon. We'll be fine. And then they kill 3 people. Never underestimate the spooter.
Executed with impunity.
It's really annoying this one lived with 1 health, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Palpable fear.
Oh, it's just spiders, and then someone's dead. Okay.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and
They're all gonna need stress relief anyway, so... Beast Hater. Oh, there could be a fight in this room. We didn't scout the room. We just... Well, this is good. I should have used Bulwark to get my,
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our
I
ancestry.
didn't make that much there, considering I sent an antiquarian, and we didn't make any deeds. Healer's Gift, not great on him. Paranormania and Germaphobe. Germaphobe's not too bad. That's a lot of stress to deal with, though.
The sum, a sanguine memory to me.
New quirk, witness. Fucking hell. Will not take part in prayer activity in town. Ay. I can finally train camping skills.
In wild places, she is a stalwart survivor.
Still no occultist.
And a strict instructor.
I guess I got a bounty hunter there, though. But I don't have room for the bounty hunter. Because I decided to keep this plague doctor. So I guess the next mission has to try to get me more deeds to be able to upgrade my roster size so that I can get more. He doesn't have anything amazing. Alright. I don't have time to do another one tonight. Oh. I would so love to go kill the Necromancer right now. That is one of the best class scrolls, or class trinkets to get early. But I'm not ready to fight the Necro yet. I'm not ready to fight any boss yet. Scouting survival guide would be nice, but I need beads. I already have that. Okay, so we're probably gonna wind up going here for the scouting guide. Or survival guide, excuse me. Yeah, because that's not great. That's not great. I need deeds, but I already have this. How much does it sell for? 1,500? So I could consider that, instead of a trinket, I'm getting 6,000 gold. But to evaluate the roster and see how healthy they are for doing anything right now. And I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow, because it is 12:30 my time, and so it's a bit on the late side. So I will be wrapping up there, but you know what? Let's take a look. Give me one moment. We're just gonna go ahead and clean up there. So, thank you again, Kaboom, for the raid. Caught me kind of near the end of my stream tonight, but for those of you who are regulars around here, and those of you who are new here, now see. I didn't do any raffles today. We're gonna do a couple raffles tomorrow. Today I just kind of got caught up in the game, I guess. I didn't really think about it. But also, why is that like that? Why are you off my screen? Move over. Not you. You. 33 straight days of streams. I am on day 20. So tomorrow is day 21, and we're heading into the home stretch. So we will be live tomorrow, not with Darkest Dungeon though. I'll give it a day or two. Tomorrow will be either Frostpunk or Other Side. Probably one of those, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So we'll be live tomorrow for something, tomorrow evening. I don't know what, but we'll have some fun regardless. Thank you all for hanging out tonight and for the awesome stream. We've got a decent, run going. We're in week 7. We've built up a lot of stress, but we got an antiquarian fairly early, so we've had more money to mitigate some of the stress. So I will see you all tomorrow if you're here, and we will be live every day again through September 7th. So Darkest Dungeon will probably be back Tuesday or Wednesday, because Tuesday might be FTL. The FTL's been doing great. I've been enjoying it. It's obviously one of my favorites. You guys have been tuning in for it. So tomorrow will be either Other Side or Frostpunk, most likely, or Darkest if it really gets a hold of me. We'll see, but I might want to give it a day and just let it percolate. Thank you all for hanging out. I had a blast. You guys have an awesome evening, and I will see you all next time, right here in the Echo, where each and every one of us has a voice. Good night, God bless, be good people, and I'll see you next time. Adios!